All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, my name is Adi, and this is episode 2 of the Road to 50K per month series with my SMMA. So, if you guys are new to the channel, I started uploading here about a year ago, specifically January 2024. And that was the Road to 10K per month series that I started to pretty much document my entire journey, show you guys everything transparently. At that point, I was also a complete beginner. But a few weeks ago, I think actually 2 weeks ago, I released the first episode to the Road to 50K per month series because that is my next goal. So, anyways, in this video today, I'm going to be refining and improving my current offer. That's something I've been working on quite heavily recently. If you guys haven't seen the structure that I prepared last time for this series, I can actually pull it up right here. So this is actually the Road to 10K per month series. I'll pull up this one, which is the Road to 50K. Okay, so I've broken everything down into a few different pillars. Outreach and acquisition, we're improving our entire system for paid ads, DM systems, and cold email. Operations, I'm pretty much improving my process, client onboarding, client management, communication plus meetings, the sales process, how we are handling our sales meetings, the setting, et cetera, et cetera. Service delivery is a really big one in the series. I know a lot of people don't focus on service delivery nowadays compared to client acquisition, but I'm going to be doing the opposite. I'm going to be making sure that there's a lot of focus on service delivery, actually obsessing over product and creating something that lasts in the long run. And then the other aspect of it was obviously hiring. So I've actually prepared a document right here for you guys, just to kind of follow along. And once again, at any point, don't think that I'm trying to teach you guys anything. I'm actually just brainstorming whatever's in my head and going through the process myself. So this is just me mapping out everything that I'm kind of brainstorming currently and finalizing certain things and just pretty much transparently documenting the entire journey. So you guys have probably read $100 million Offers by Alex Hormozi, the godfather of marketing. And I when I was reading that book, I definitely found a lot of value. So there was a lot of things in there that I actually wanted to follow. Just a quick outline here for you guys in case you haven't read it. When creating an irresistible offer, he goes through a few different things. The first thing is obviously finding a big problem. So the more pain there is, the more money that you're going to be able to make. You kind of have to look at these different industries and realize what's the biggest pain instead of just choosing the basic services that everybody does. If you're able to choose something that is actually solving a problem compared to something that everybody's doing because it's easier, then obviously that's where you're going to make a lot of money. The next thing would be defining the dream outcome. So, what's the ideal result they desperately want? And what do people in your niche actually want? What are they looking for from your partnership? That's essentially what that is. Maximize perceived value. So you're going to stack the dream outcome, speed, certainty, and ease. All of these come together to really create that irresistible offer. You have to make it a grand slam offer as well. So this is going to be adding bonuses, guarantees, unique mechanisms. We're essentially trying to make it a no-brainer. And then obviously the last thing is making it easy to say yes. We have to remove the risk, add urgency, and make them feel like they lose if they don't buy. So that's the framework we're going to be following. And I'm going to also be telling you guys about my current offer, which is my next point. So this is my current offer, a part of the agency. In terms of the pricing, we're doing $5,000 USD for a 3-month contract. That's about 1667 per month. Obviously, I'm in Canada, so because of the exchange rate and everything, it's definitely a better situation for me. And then in terms of the core service, we have the ads acquisition system, which is going to be Meta and Google. So we're full stack. We do Facebook and Instagram, of course, but also Google. I've been running some different types of Google advertising for everybody, and I'll be showing you guys everything of that sort on the channel. The other thing is we really do just focus on high quality lead generation compared to basic Facebook ads that anybody could run. There's so many agencies out there, and I've actually seen the work transparently myself. There's been situations where I got involved with the business and I could see all the work that a previous agency in my space did. And these are some of the big guys in the space. They're running a lot of ads, they have a lot of clients. But at the end of the day, when you actually log into the ads manager and you see the type of work that they're doing, you realize that any person could really just watch a quick YouTube video, set up some broad advertising, and get the same results that they did. So we definitely don't want to be like that. It doesn't matter how big your company is. We definitely want to obsess over product, as I said, and actually get the best results possible, which is why we have that element built in. The other thing is offer optimization. This is something I've started leveraging because even for you guys, let's say if you guys run an SMMA, this isn't something you would probably just include a part of your offer. But when I actually get into conversation with these businesses, majority of the time in my niche, what I found is that they were working with the previous marketing agency that set up their systems. And when the business had an idea, they're like, oh man, I think I think these ads would work better. I think we should take advantage of this holiday or this event to get more people in the door. They're like, hey, you have to pay us more, right? And the money is really made in consistently updating the offers, leveraging different seasons, holidays. There was Valentine's Day, for instance. We ran an ad specifically targeting women to get their significant other a gift of a detail or a ceramic coating, things like that. So that's where my head's at, because it's a lot of work. It requires a lot of work, constantly updating offers for every single client of yours. It's not an easy task, but that's kind of something I leverage when I am talking to them. So it's definitely a part of the core offer. After this, it's the system setup, the full CRM and automation. So that's just go high level. Consulting is a big one, business growth, social media strategy, and sales coaching. The guarantee that I currently have is a break-even guarantee. So if you don't make back the money, which is $5,000 within our program within the first 90 days, we simply just refund you the difference. In the contract itself, there are some performance terms. So obviously from the businesses end, they have to follow up with the leads. They have to do a few different things to make sure that they actually are eligible for that. We've never had to use it because, obviously the jobs are a bit more higher ticket, but if there ever is that situation, then we would simply just refund the business with their money. So the biggest problem with this current offer is lead management. What I've been noticing is most of these businesses are too busy running their shops to respond to leads fast enough. For instance, for some of my clients, they're actually just one-man shows or two-man shows. They don't have a big team, and they're already so busy with the work that actually comes in. Lead management is actually one of those big issues. They're not able to call the leads within the first 5 minutes. The speed to lead is very high. And then on top of that, they're not able to follow up with them for the next 4 to 7 days. That's a big issue that I've been noticing. And that's why I'm actually creating this new offer. So if I'm going into the new offer now, I could just open that up. The price that I'm actually playing around with is going to be $10,000 USD, doubling the price that I currently have. And it might seem like it's doubling it, but I'm still actually wrestling with the idea of 3 months or 6 months. I'm just gonna have to see where I can provide the most value and what works best for people in my niche. They don't really have that much money. I've noticed a majority of these guys, they're living hand to mouth. They don't have a lot of funds available to make these type of payments in the first place. So obviously, I have to take into account their situation, and I'm not just gonna present to this price and you know, have it so these guys aren't even able to afford my services in the first place. So $10,000, it might just be the same, pricing as before. If we do 6 months, 5,000 USD for 3 months or 10,000 for 6 months. This is the pay in full option. Of course, if they were to do a split pay, the price would increase. In my agency, I have splits all the way up to 5. So we have a 5 split, which is like the most expensive. That might be closer to $1,300 or $1,400. So now, this price is obviously based on a different change. So the core service now is obviously going to be the ads acquisition system as we had before, but the biggest change is going to be building out a call center. Now, for those of you guys watching, this isn't something I've been recommended. A lot of people in my niche have told me that it's one of the worst things building a call center. It's not scalable. It's one of the hardest activities. The margins are terrible, but I'm still here trying to test it out because I see a problem. So if I am able to try different things and eventually just find a solution, I consider that a win, even if it costs a bunch of money, because I know I'm going to be, spending a lot on this, building this call center out. It's going to be costing quite a bit, and I'm going to be documenting that journey, just showing you guys how it turns out. Because as of right now, transparently speaking, I don't know how well it's going to be, but I have my fingers crossed. So the next thing is going to be lead management, offer optimization, system setup, consulting. Those are all going to be relatively the same, actually, for the consulting aspect of things. Before we did have that sales consulting, so we had a script, or we kind of sit down with them and we consult with them and kind of show them what a winning script in this space looks like. But now, because we have that sales aspect covered, we're still going to do that sales consulting because I still want the businesses involved in the process. I want them to take a few of the calls. So I want them to take the calls with the leads that book in phone consultations directly, because those are going to be more qualified. And at the end of the day, if a business owner hops on a call with somebody, the chances of them converting is just significantly higher than anybody else, even any appointment setter or myself. So I still want them in the picture. And then for the guarantee, this is actually something I was recommended by my friend Noah. He was on the channel a few weeks ago. I think he was the last video. Guy drops absolute value, so definitely check out his stuff. But he told me about a buy it back guarantee. So instead of saying, what we had before, I'll scroll up here, we had a break even guarantee where it's like, hey, if you don't make back this much money within our program, we're going to refund you the difference. Now, it might sound similar, but the buy it back guarantee is different because after 90 days, we kind of have that conversation where it's not like, hey, we're just going to refund you. It's more like, okay, let's have a conversation, see what went wrong. Did you follow the terms that you had to in the performance guarantee? Did you pretty much do everything that was required for us to actually get to that goal, or were you kind of slacking around and doing things that you weren't supposed to and not following what we initially talked about? And then we can obviously have that conversation. That's what it kind of creates an opportunity for, just a conversation compared to, hey, I want a refund right away. I'm going to charge you back. Send me money. That type of thing. So this just opens the door for that. Instead of a strict refund, it's just we'll have a conversation with them, see what went wrong, and then kind of go from there. Maybe we extend their their contract with us without even charging them, but that's something we have to see as we kind of go through. So this is the new offer that I'm going to be working with. There's obviously a few things that I have to figure out, and there's a big portion of it that I'm still building out. The call center, that's something that's requiring a lot of time and effort on my end, and I mean, as it should, right? It's a big thing, a part of an agency. So I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do all this too. I don't know if you guys want to build a call center, but I am going to be releasing a video on how to do it. Well, how I'm doing it. Obviously, there's all sorts of different ways to do things like that, but if my approach works, I'm going to be showing you guys everything transparently. And if that's something you guys want to implement within your agency, it's definitely something you can. So that's all I had for today's video. It's going to be a short one. I've been kind of figuring out the way I want to take this channel, because I figured if I want to just do these raw videos where I'm just really showing you guys what I'm working on, instead of the videos with, like the flashy titles and things like that, which are posted to obviously get more clicks. I realized that, what I'm trying to say is I realized that I need to have a mix of everything. Obviously, I'm going to still be making these big videos. For instance, like a call center video, that's probably going to do a bit better than the regular content. But at the same time, I still want to post videos without any intention for any views or, where I'm looking to get any clicks on my channel. I just want to really show you guys everything in a raw format. Pretty much me just working, building, actually doing the work instead of taking a different approach. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be releasing a bunch of raw content, and then obviously I'm going to be releasing the bigger videos along with the podcast as well. But yeah, that's all I had for today's video. If you guys had any questions, my DMs are open. I love answering anything that you guys have, so feel free to send me any messages about what we covered. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.